Brooke Redden, and I'm the Vice President of Redden Concrete.
I'm Sarah Cecil, and I'm the Financial Controller for Raw Resources Group.
Hi, my name is Angie Robb, and I handle payroll and benefits for Morris Drywall.
Hi, my name is Reynolds, and I am the Accounting Manager of Martin Zonbeck.
My name's John Krecek. I'm president of JFK Electrical. It was formed in 1988.
My name is Tyler Hoppy. I am the company controller at HBS Painting.
My name is Brittany, and I'm an administrative assistant with W&W Structural.
So I'm Josh Edwards, and my company is Expedition Contracting, and we are a small commercial contractor in the Phoenix Valley.
The things that I've been able to address with WorkMax that genuinely helped us get this program off the ground was specifically the job costing. Many people, especially in the industry, they do job costs, but they still use outside payroll sources. And with WorkMax, it's a one-stop shop. So not only are you going to be able to do all your job costing and get all of your hours in the system, it's going to be in there properly. And for me, that was probably one of the biggest things that I felt like was taken care of, that I knew was going to be a huge issue. The second item that I was a little concerned about was going to be the language barrier. But I've noticed that the team is able to explain things in a way that I can take that straight to the guys and tell them, and as well as my HR and payroll department who are bilingual can explain these things very easily and with ease so that the guys aren't confused. They're able to pick up on it quickly. But just the overall way that the app is set up, especially the 2.0, it's very streamlined, and the guys, even with very little training, are able to pick up on it very, very quickly. So I think that that's huge. And then the third thing that would be a WorkMax solution that I feel like was very important to me was the security and the facial recognition. This was huge for us. I'm sure many people experience this in the industry, but there's such thing as ghost employees, and they happen every day. And this was one of the ways that we were able to really, really streamline that and prevent that was because of the facial recognition. And I think that that's huge.
The Spanish feature with the app has been very nice. We do have several employees who speak Spanish who cannot speak English very well, so that has been much easier for them.
So a few of the benefits that WorkMax has provided to us is the facial recognition program. Prior to being able to have this technology, we did have an issue with ghost employees. We not only have Morris Drywall employees, but we do subcontract a lot of our work out to other companies, and we were having an issue with people writing down their names, saying that they were there and they were not. With this facial recognition program, we're able to actually save a picture of them on their profile in WorkMax and be able to compare that to their clock in and out pictures, which has completely eliminated the issue that we were having with the ghost employees. Another benefit that has saved us is the location on the time clock. We actually had a foreman that we suspected that he was maybe clocking in prior to being on the job, clocking out after getting home from the job. And because of this location, we were able to see, yes, he clocked in well before he arrived to the job site and clocked in well after he got home from the job site. And so that helped us solve that mystery, and we were able to handle that with that foreman. Another nice feature of the WorkMax app has been that we can change the language to Spanish. A great deal of our labor is Spanish speaking, and so it makes them feel more comfortable when they know exactly what they're clocking into, what they're signing their name to, what they're agreeing to. So that has been very helpful with us out in the field as well.
Martin Zonbeck switched from About Time to WorkMax because it was a more user-friendly product. It was easier for the guys to manage in the field. It also had more capabilities that we needed and more functions, reporting functions, made it more seamless from the field to the office, and you could see time instantaneously without syncing as much in the field.
Quick synopsis is the employee has to log in, log out, and then the foreman has to approve the project manager has to approve before it even goes to the HR department. So there's a lot of approval process that we used to do by time card, Excel spreadsheet. So there was printing of them, where now it's all seamless, right on the computer, and they can fly through it real fast. So it saves a lot of time all the way around.
So being a primarily field-based service operations company, one of the most difficult aspects we have both as employers and our responsibility to our customers is to make sure that the data we're receiving back from the field and then in turn billing them for is accurate data. Sometimes that can be intentional time theft, if you will, but more often than not, it's less than that. It's minor things. It's what task we were doing. It's we stayed a few minutes late this day because we had to get here a few minutes late for the housekeeper. Different odds and ends that come up throughout a project. If you're on a project, we do quite a bit of maintenance work on people's residences. So this isn't as though it's just a commercial property or a mall. This is people's homes that we attend, and they're usually there with us. But one of our biggest difficulties in today's world is it's a data-driven world out there. People want to know, what am I being billed for and when did these services get executed? And that's a fair request. And having 40 to 45 guys moving around on anywhere from 7 to 15 different concurrent projects at any given time, keeping all that information is organized can be very challenging. Like I said, oftentimes there's some mix-ups, not intentional mix-ups, not due to trying to be deceptive, but you just make an error. Having a system in place that you're getting good data out of the field that you can trust is imperative in today's world, because we're sending out invoices weekly, trying to run payroll weekly, trying to organize all that information, and you are getting these calls that you're expected to on the fly be able to justify what it is you're invoicing or what services you claim you rendered for that client. So our main issue is data collection. Time included, but task-oriented, photo-oriented, other reasons as well. But just extracting data from the field is a very challenging task in 2022. Most service providers, at least in my segment of the industry, the technicians got into that industry because they don't want to do data. They don't want to have a pen and paper. They're not trying to write reports and do all this kind of stuff at the end of the day. Obviously, as employees, they'll participate, but it needs to be a streamlined process that they can get through on a daily basis, and that's what WorkMax provides for us.
So one of my favorite things about WorkMax is the fact that I can see all of the guys that are working for us at one place at one time. It's really convenient to see where they are, so I don't have to go and speak to our superintendent or the owner of the company to try and figure out where the guys are. It allows me to fully understand who they're with, who's driving our trucks, because we also have that asset aspect of WorkMax as well, so they can choose which one of our trucks that they have. So if we ever have any maintenance issues or anything along those lines, I know who's driving it, and I know where they were that day.
My favorite thing about WorkMax is actually the geo-fencing. It's really nice to know daily, actually, at any point I can log in and check, hey, where are my guys logging in for the day? There's some accountability there, which is really nice, because, as a business owner, you always find those employees that log in at home or something, or, something happens and they log in at a Home Depot 20 miles away from the job they're supposed to be at. So it's really nice to have that option to be able to go back to them and ask, okay, what's going on here? Where were you and what were you doing? So that part has been nice. It holds the team accountable, which is great. What is one of my favorite things about WorkMax? It would definitely be forms, the forms piece. We're able to build custom forms that the guys can fill out on their phones, for everything from billing to, hey, they're doing an estimate and they need to measure up some doors or do something that they would normally do on like a scratch pad. We can build an easy form for them, a customizable form, which and keep it real simple so that everybody sees what they need to see, and the possibilities are endless with the forms, because we have control of what we want to say and how we want to say it and how we want to build that form for my business or for our business out in the construction world, which is we as a company are really specialized in what we do in the healthcare industry. So it makes it real simple for that. And then even on like the billing side, like we're able to build a job form, end of the day job form is what we call it. Like, and the guys, they go through and they bill, or they write down what they did for the day. Everything from, the timing in, what time they got there, what time they left, who was on the job. If they had any interaction with the client that needs to be written out in the notes, they can do that there. We're just able to customize it for the teams that are out in the field, which has been really helpful for our company.